My name is Neil Lawton. I work for MyTech, and I'm reviewing the Cisco Meraki MX equipment. So we use them as security appliances, edge appliances, predominantly at branch locations, and they incorporate SD-WAN, tunnel connectivity between our branch locations and our hub locations at our data centers. The cloud-native features within the Meraki dashboard are probably one of the greater benefits. It seems to be kind of the next evolution of the DMVPN solution Cisco pioneered many years ago. But being able to manage everything through the cloud, whether it's on our SD-WAN or intentionally left off of our SD-WAN, is definitely an added benefit to the product. The biggest frustration with the MX series would be the firmware upgrade, not the procedure, but just the frequency of updates with the code. And oftentimes with the code, there's caveats where there'll be reboots of the devices intermittently. So we've had issues with that. So typically in a Cisco iOS environment, we wait maybe 6 months or so after a code's released to make sure that a lot of the bugs are worked out. But with Meraki, there's a lot of security updates that become available immediately. So we want to, adopt the new firmware a bit quicker, but that doesn't give a proper amount of time for the bugs to be worked out of that software before it gets put into our production environment. Colleague, I would say an 8. So the MX platform is definitely suited. It seems to be best at the branch locations, under 1,000 users or so. And then at the data centers, it's been a little bit of a complicated process involving the full stack of the Meraki switches, firewall, security appliances, and it gets a little more difficult within the data centers because the routing protocols aren't built out fully. They're working on they're adding new features to that, but right now we're still struggling with a little bit of the features that are available for within our data centers. We were able to combine 3 regional organizations with the Meraki that were administered separately, and we were able to combine those under one single pane of glass globally. So our counterparts in Asia and EMEA and North America all operate under the same organization. So every MX is peering, or at least every hub MX is peering with the other regional MXs, and that has been a benefit to combine global networks. We've integrated some API management into it, but with Cisco products directly, it would be Cisco Meraki switches, the MR series access points, and then we've also added the Cisco 9300 Catalyst switches into the dashboard in a monitoring-only mode. So we are able to at least see our traditional iOS switches and some of the it sounds like a lot of the feature sets for managing the iOS space switches are coming in the near future. It does allow us to, we're really interested in getting the 9300s because we're fully invested in the Cisco 9300 Catalyst switches across our environment, but incorporating that into the Meraki dashboard, or where we can manage those devices directly along with all the other full stack suite of Meraki equipment. That's one of the bigger benefits that we see with the product line. 8. Scalability is pretty decent. we run into some issues with the more hubs we create. So we've had to tune out the deployment between whether something's a hub or a spoke regionally. So as long as not everything is a hub in this environment and you're creating spokes that talk directly to hubs, that takes a lot of the CPU utilization off of anything that's deemed a hub. This is the Cisco Meraki stack has been the first cloud-based SD-WAN solution that I've used. So this is my first experience. I haven't tried any other products in any other manufacturers' solutions. I'm unsure about that at the moment. It does, yes. Yes, but it looks like the product's still being developed further, and it's going to further incorporate what's needed at the individual branch and data center level over time. Yes, yes. Implementation was a little bit more difficult than expected because you don't have direct CLI access to the device to see what's going on when the device is going out to the cloud, reaching out, downloading firmware. There are some status updates that you get through the local management page, but it's a bit different than we're used to with the CLI-based management of all the iOS switches. Yes. Cisco iOS and Cisco FTD firewalls. I'd be pretty like, yeah, I would